I was intending to do more reviews this weekend, but frankly, I've been very hungover today. Um, Kids, if you don't know what that is, it's don't worry about it. So let's get into a review of something which I've been meaning to review for a while, and I've now got a very good excuse to get on with it. And we're going to review Transformers Animated Waspinator. This is kind of one of those figures I've secretly wanted for a very long time, and then eventually, the power of eBay compelled me. But Waspinator in that series was a very different beast to, the one from Beast Wars. See, there was a pun in there. I didn't even plan. It's a very interesting character. It basically started off as, the way they didn't animate it was a lot of the figures are kind of like the mass-produced for the role, like Bumblebee and Cliffjumper kind of thing. They're scouts. Well, there was a figure called Wasp, who was another scout, but he was in these colours. And basically he got framed for being a spy and he wasn't, so he basically went on the run instead of going to jail, or went to jail, broke out, he was basically on the run. He was basically a criminal. It wasn't his fault. And then eventually he met up with, was it Black Arachnia or something, and she went, hey, I know, I'll just turn you into a wasp because reasons. But he was actually insanely powerful, so that was always fun. He's really stupid and nuts and sounds like Waspinator, but it's fine. But let's have a look. You might be able to hear noise. It's really hot. I've had to have windows open. It's not a good thing, but whatever. So let's have a look at the toy. Yay! Focus. There we go. And now the dog's moving around. Yay! It is a very, very pretty figure. It's very skinny, it's very spindly, it's a little bit messy from underneath, but there are reasons for all of this. And it's very nice, and this leg moves a bit, this leg moves a bit more, this leg is, the raw mode leg, but whatever, it's fine. It's all very nice. He's got this little stinger here that looks really nasty and pointy, and don't really like touching it just in case, He's got this really stupid gimmick here with the little look. Because everyone loves a gimmick, right? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't ruin the figure. It's quite small. I kind of like the wings. I do kind of like them. They're quite nicely detailed. It's like they've put detail in it, and then they thought, let's just not go over the top with it. And I think less is more. Well played to them. They do go separately. I just like moving them together because I'm weird. But he's nice. He's nothing to write home about, but he's nice. And, I just always wanted him. I'm kind of a bit of a Waspinator fan. You should all know by now, I like the underdogs. And you don't get a dog more under than good old Waspinator. And, I like this guy. So, size comparison, Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, cartoon rubbish thing, whatever it is, Warrior Class, Sideswipe. So he's a reasonable deluxe warrior, whatever you want to call it, size. Fair enough. Now, should we transform it? I think it's probably for the best. And this is kind of complicated, but not really. It seems a lot more complicated than it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it from there. Tell you what, let's bring this camera up a little bit, or aim it up a little bit. That'll do. Alright. Right, we can go here, and we're going to, on this giant obvious hinge, bring this section out, and this will also bring a little thing from in there. Okay, we'll do the same on that side, bring that out. Okay, these actually clip together to make the arms. There's a little tab there, can you see that little tab there, and I think there's a little peg and hole on the inside. So you basically just sort of line that up, and push it all together, and it clips together. And that's one of the arms. That's neat, isn't it? We'll worry about that in a minute. Do this side. So we're going to bring it all together. Stick it all together. Clip it in. Neat. And let's all rotate these ones down and just sort of straighten them up a bit. And get them out of the way. Fine. Now we need to get these legs, rotate them up. And then there's, inside here, see at the back there, there's this dark green double hinge on that screw and that screw. We need to basically turn it so that this section with the waist comes down and the stinger piece goes up onto the back slightly. It's just... don't knock the camera over. That would be stupid. Come on, behave. So basically we're just getting the whole thing and just turn it pretty much 180, but not quite. So we shall move and fold and move, and that stays there, but this will keep going to there. Huzzah! Victory is ours. Straighten out the foot, bend the knees a little bit more. Straighten out the foot, bend the knees a bit more. Now we basically need to bring down this headpiece, and inside there is the robot mode head. It actually sticks through and makes like a little bottom jaw there, which is quite nice. There you go. See? Bottom jaw. You can stick these through the little grooves. These little antennae can go through the grooves. They're kind of rubbery plastic, whatever. I think you're supposed to do that, but it didn't really like coming out then, so whatever. And you just double hinge this down onto the chest. Make sure this head's up out of the way. As that goes in, it doesn't really clip or anything, but it goes there and it stays. And then we're just going to rotate the arms so they're at the front. Make sure these are out of the way. Rotate the arms to the front. And position wings as you like. It doesn't really matter. And that is good old Waspy in robot mode. And let's just try and adjust this camera a little bit. There we go. And there he is. And I gotta say, given the animated massive chin thing, bear in mind I believe this split down the middle and opened up proper Waspinator style. And, you know, it's got the big eyes and stuff like that. And it's not really... No light piping. Okay, fair enough. Like the beautiful colour and stuff like that, and because two of his arms combine to make his robot mode arms, they've got these little faux arms that fold out from underneath, which is a really nice little touch. And I believe in the cartoon these fired lasers, like bioorganic lasers or something. I don't know if they poisoned, who knows. It's your headcanon, you have fun with it. But yeah, he's got a bit of an ab crunch because of that. Might just tighten that screw up a bit. In fact, I've got a screwdriver. Let's just do that. Just see if we can tighten that up a little bit. Because I got this second hand. So, you know. Let's just tighten that up a little bit. See if that makes a difference. Not a lot, but it does. Okay. And it's... And you can still do the little gimmick if you must. But it's a really nicely done thing. It's really smooth. It's really well done. And he's big. He's chunky. He's got massive, strong arms with the spindly little legs. The head sculpt's lovely. And I really like it. I do. I've got a soft spot for Waspinator. I had the G1. Or have. I'm not sure anymore. But one of the legs went missing. I've no idea how, but one of the legs went missing. So I don't have him anymore. But I did this morning receive in the post the Thrilling 30s Waspinator. Bumblebee, what am I talking about? Waspinator. His joints are drying in the kitchen at the minute, so just a couple of joints weren't as tight as I'd like. They were fine. I just thought, yeah, put a bit on it, leave him overnight. Beautiful figure. I will talk about that now I've got this guy out of the way, because I can use him as comparisons now, can't I? Yay! I also got that set to go with Bomb Shock. Might talk about that as well. So, good times. But I suppose I should really do a size comparison on this one. So, there's Age of Extinction Bumblebee. So, considering how big the animated figures are, I'm looking around to see if I've got one handy. No, sadly. Animated figures are usually huge, so this guy's actually quite small for animated, but I suppose that's a good thing, really, because it means there's no kibble. He does exactly what he's supposed to do. I guess. So yeah, Waspinator. He is beautiful. This one seems to have gone quite dusty, though. I'm not sure how I've managed to do that, but I will tidy up. But yeah, just a little quick one, because, like I say, I've not been feeling very well today. Self-inflicted, but fine, doesn't matter. So, I should be ugly, I should wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye!